Welcome to this introduction on how to use GoToWebinar for your EMS Bootcamp session. I'm Greg Fries, one of the co-hosts, along with Jim Hoffman. The first thing you'll get from Jim or I is an email where you'll get a link to click on GoToWebinar, and then there'll also be information if you want to use your telephone to dial in or to use the audio. So use the information specific to your event, and that will launch you into, it will first go to a web page. You'll agree to sign up, you'll enter your name and address, and then you'll be able to see a slide. This is just our EMS Bootcamp PowerPoint template, and you'll have something that looks like this with information for you about the audio. Now right now I'm unmuted, so I'm talking. Most of you will be muted during the session. I want to just show you the different buttons. If you were unmuted and you wanted to mute yourself, you could just click on this green button and see how it came up and said you are muted. I'll unmute that. Another up at the top, hide control panel. So this whole box right here is the control panel. So if I click on that, that hides the control panel. And now we just have this little area here. I can resize, show the control panel by clicking. Brings it back out. If you want to go full screen with the slides, now you can see I'm in a full screen mode. You would click on that. That will take you full screen. If you wanted to raise your hand and get the attention of myself or Jim, you could just click on this little hand with the green arrow, and that will raise your hand and the presenter will be aware of it. Throughout the presentation, you might think of questions, and you just look for this questions pane here, and then below you can type in a question. So I'm just going to type in a question, and Jim's going to answer it. So I'm going to ask, are the notes or PowerPoint slides going to be available with the recording of this EMS Bootcamp? And then I'll click on send, and then Jim or I will either wait until the end of the session and answer questions all at once, or if something comes up quickly like this where it's probably going to be a yes or no answer, Jim's just typing in an answer, and that should show up here real quick. So you can see that Jim has typed in yes they will, Greg, so that the notes will be available. So throughout the webinar, we're really going to encourage you to ask questions because we want to make sure to answer all your questions. So again, if you can't see this control panel, just look for this little mini control panel, and because it's probably hidden, so you resize it. And then some other things here, just view will help out for you. And then again, we want you to be able to answer questions, or you could even leave a comment. So I'm going to say thanks for the thanks for the help, Jim, and I'll send that. And then remember, if you want to learn more about the EMS Bootcamp or contact Greg Fries or Jim Hoffman, just go to emsbootcamp.com. Thanks.